Good day, fellow observers. We are continuing our Manhattan Edition testing for version 13.2.8. This time we're headed to the United Nations headquarters. It is a 16-minute drive, 5.3 miles. Let me activate FSD. Okay, so I put it on drive and there's the steering wheel icon, and so now I activated. So FSD is starting to move here. And I think it has enough room. Okay, good. And now we have a green. And now we move to the next left lane. The left lane. There's no other left lane here. And
now turn right onto State Street.
Make a right. So, okay, as you can see here, we are crossing a double solid line because there is a double parked vehicle, like a truck or a bus here. And let's see how FSD will do it. Okay, good.
Now turn left onto Bridge Street.
Then we would have to make a left here. Now, interesting that FSD is not going back to this lane. And we do have a green light here. Should have a window right about now. Okay, nice. Okay, good. So we are continuing our turn and then we're advancing here.
In 500 feet, turn right onto Broad Street.
So we are crossing this stop. Okay, cautious crossing here. Now there are humans. Okay, good. Okay, it's kind of unsure. Okay, good. Now we continue on. Okay, I hope that... Okay, good. So I was about to disengage because it crept for a longer time than I expected, but actually it stopped eventually. So sometimes you just need to give FSD some time to
now turn right onto Broad Street
to make its response, although there are times also that I don't want to wait for FSD on its action because it's more of a safety issue from my point of view.
In 500 feet, turn right onto South Street.
Okay, so now you can see here that this is a roadblock, and I don't think it can see, it can go through, but it seems like it's making a detour because it's using a left turn signal here. And I think I see a lot of bikes there, so it could be the bike tour. Now we're making a left here. So I think FSD is able to adjust, and it sees that there's a roadblock. And so this is the first time I'm seeing FSD actually reroute itself, because there was a time before
in
where
500 feet, turn right onto Old Slip,
where I didn't think that it would actually adapt, that it would go through a roadblock, and I had to disengage there. So for this time I didn't have to disengage, so that is good. So now we are on a green light here. Now we're moving to the right lane. Good. And adjustment here as well to these cones.
Now turn right onto Old Slip.
and FSD is able to recognize the lines that were redrawn, so that's good as well. Now we're making a right here. And we are crossing on stop. Okay, good.
Now turn right onto South Street.
Okay, so we have a flashing yellow here. Okay, now we're moving
In 500
to...
feet, make a U-turn at South Street to stay on South Street.
So I made a lane change to this lane, and then it will have to make a U-turn.
Now make a U-turn at South Street.
Okay, there are humans here, so we should just be continuing to advance. But I would have to press the accelerator here. So I have to press the accelerator because FSD kind of is hesitant for this advance because of those two humans. And so this kind of makes me think, in those cases, right, how would a robotaxi interact with that? Will it get stuck, or will it be able to find a way to move forward while also maintaining enough distance?
In 500 feet, take the FDR Drive North ramp on the left. Now take the FDR Drive North ramp on the left.
Okay, so now we're taking the FDR Drive North. Okay, good. So this is a highway drive. So this bridge that you see is actually okay, so I think I do have to disengage here because right behind me is an emergency vehicle. So it's a police vehicle here, so I'd have to give way here. Then I will re-engage. Now going back, this is the Williamsburg Bridge, and there's an acronym that I learned from other people, the BMW. So if you see Brooklyn Bridge, the next one is Manhattan Bridge, and third one is Williamsburg. So right above is Williamsburg. And we are good. So I was careful on that because when I made a lane change, I was trying to see if I should disengage, but the oncoming car actually was slow and gave way, so that's good. Now we are 2.1 miles away, and we are exiting to exit 9. Slowdown here. Okay, good lane change here. Although it's on a solid white line, I have to point that out.
In 1 mile, take exit 9 on the right toward East 42nd Street.
We are cruising, and we have 1 mile left. Okay, good. Lane change to the right lane. Slowdown as well. Okay, good. Okay, good lane change while at the same time adjusting to that merging SUV. Okay, now we're going back to the right lane here. sign here. So that is where we went to our Queens Edition testing for Gantry Plaza State Park. So this location here is right
In
across
500 feet,
Queens.
stay straight to take the ramp. Now stay straight to take the ramp.
Okay, good adjustment here. Now we're moving to the right lane. Now we have a green light.
Now turn right onto United Nations Plaza.
Okay, we're turning right here. Okay, good. Maintaining the lanes. So this is
Now your
the
destination is on the right.
United Nations headquarters here. It's on the right side. But let me just have FSD advance a little bit here. I want to see how it will stop. Maybe it will move to this lane. And now we do have a green light. So I'm wondering how it will stop. Maybe it will park here on the left side. Okay, so now it's trying to move to the right lane. Okay, good. Okay, so now I will disengage because it would try to go in. So yeah, we are here at the destination, United Nations headquarters. So let me just give my takeaways. We started off FSD from a parked spot and it was able to get out, and FSD was able to adjust because there was a scenario there where the truck blocked the main road and FSD had to move to the next lane on the left, which actually is I think the opposite traffic lane. And so FSD adapted to it, and I think it helped when another car was also doing the same thing. So it kind of picked up that clue. And also FSD made a left turn and then made some adjustments to a cone, and FSD was able to head straight towards the light. And the thing is, it has to continue straight, but the road was blocked by a barrier and FSD made a left turn, which was good. That's the first time I saw that it actually rerouted live on the spot, so it's good to have it recorded on a camera. And then made a left and then kind of made a right as well to make a U-turn towards FDR Drive North, and FSD was able to do that. The thing is, I had to press an accelerator on the U-turn towards FDR because there were two humans who were conversing with the driver on the car on the right, but the humans were right here, and FSD was pausing because it's trying to give way for them. So I had to press accelerator so that FSD could start moving, and then it was able to do that. And also FSD was able to adjust and head to FDR Drive. Now I also have to point out, when it was on the FDR Drive, it stayed for the most part on the passing lane, but close towards the exit it moved to the right lane, which is good. Now the thing is, there was a time there where FSD actually, there was a police van that had its siren on, lights, but siren was off. So I just had to, as courtesy, move to the middle lane. So I had to disengage. Although maybe I shouldn't have disengaged. Maybe I should have just used the right turn signal to move, for FSD to move to the right. To the middle lane. So yeah, that's a learning curve for me in terms of testing, to not disengage right away and find an intervention less than an actual disengagement. So change lane changing and all of that. And also we exited towards the United Nations Plaza, and then it made a right. So it was good that FSD was able to follow through and adjust accordingly. So overall, I think the drive is reasonable. But yeah, there was, what do you do if there's a police department van that has turned on its lights but not the siren? Does it count as an emergency? Will FSD give way? So that's a good exposure there, but I think so far FSD is not making way for that kind of case. Although sometimes I think if there's a siren, FSD is able to give way. So those are all my takeaways for this test, and if you find this video helpful or of value, please like and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Bye!